You may have heard of the $1 million Banksy painting that was shredded at auction right after it sold. Now, art experts think that it could be worth nearly double. But why? How is the value of any work of art determined? We'll be honest, it seems a little bit arbitrary. And was this the destruction of a valuable piece of art, or the creation of a new one? On October 5th, 2018, Sotheby's in London auctioned off a framed girl with balloon painting. The Banksy piece was valued at approximately £200,000 to £300,000. At the auction, the painting sold for £860,000, plus Sotheby's commission, making the total an impressive £1,042,000. That's about $1.4 million. As the hammer fell, an alarm sounded from the frame and the painting spontaneously shredded. After the auction, Banksy took to Instagram to reveal that he himself had built the shredder into the frame. This type of stunt is pretty typical of Banksy, but apparently this one did not go exactly as planned. Nearly 2 weeks later, Banksy posted a second video showing that the shredder had malfunctioned. He claimed that it was supposed to cut through the entire piece instead of stopping halfway. So what makes this such a historical moment in the art world? We asked Danielle Rahm, the managing director of New York Fine Art Appraisers and senior member of the American Society of Appraisers.
The stunt that Banksy pulled at the auction was brilliant in both conception and execution. The most captivating thing about this story is how easy it is to understand. It has become really this viral talking point for everybody about the meaning of art and the meaning of money and capitalism, and it's become such a larger issue than just the painting itself being shredded.
The piece has since been renamed Love is in the Bin. But how much is this piece actually worth now?
There's been a lot of talk about whether he actually destroyed art or created it, and I'm in the school that he created it. It was essentially performance art in execution. And then on top of that performance art, it made a new conceptual piece of art and even got a new title. Love is in the Bin is definitely one of Banksy's most iconic images at this point. There's been a tremendous amount of media coverage about it that certainly self-perpetuates and makes it worth even more than it would have been anyway, but it's burned in everybody's mind who has seen that video. The moment where it shreds through the picture frame is not going anywhere. I would say that if this was to go up for auction again, it would bring significantly more than it did the first time, possibly over twice the amount.
And how is the value of a piece determined? Danielle told us that art appraisers try to examine each piece in person. They look at the physical condition to see how much it's worth. Then they research the piece and compare it to similar works that have sold recently in order to place a value on it. Since the news broke, art collectors have flocked to art brokers, asking whether or not they should shred their own authentic Banksy pieces. According to myartbroker.com, a website that resells Banksy artwork, one person even went through with it and shredded an unsigned mint Banksy print worth £40,000, hoping it would then be worth double. However, the destruction of the piece allegedly reduced its value to only £1 single pound.
If you own a Banksy print, my recommendation is not to shred it. Banksy, as an artist, has the right to disavow any work that's been damaged, altered, or mutilated beyond his original intent. So he can shred the work and he can create a new work out of it, but someone else trying it at home is not going to have as much luck. The person who was the successful bidder on this Banksy piece lucked out. Not only did she get the Banksy, but she got the Banksy. She got the media hype around her piece. It's definitely going to sell for more down the line. And I think that when it's hanging in her wall and someone walks in, they'll know exactly what it is. Whenever that painting resurfaces again, it's going to be an exciting moment.